Okay, you're with us here on a fresh new edition of Trading Hour. Important information and news coming out of the Supreme Court. And we've been sort of discussing that for the last 10-15 minutes. And we'll keep getting you more opinion on the matter. Remember, this is the day where that a lot of people from the opposition parties would want airtime to tom-tom about what the Supreme Court has done, because prima facie it does look like it is essentially an embarrassment for the government what the Supreme Court has done. I mean, of course, there are caveats, but prima facie it looks like that. 9 points lower on the Nifty. We're at about 10,764. So it's an absolutely flat kind of a day. Overnight, things were actually pretty good. After a 700-point move on the Dow, you can't expect another 300-400-point move. So in that sense, I mean, 0.5%, 0.75% to 1% on the three big indices on the US, nothing to be really scoffed at. And the dominating drivers were still, I mean, that soft commentary from the Fed Chair Powell from Friday, that really was the thread across the board as far as US is concerned. So that's where we stand. Lots to talk about as far as stocks are concerned. Bandhan, GRU and others. Dr. Reddy is also at the bottom of the screen. Let me just quickly read this and toss it to Ekta. So 2 US FDA auditors are expected to be auditing the Vizag unit of Dr. Reddy's. Ekta. Morning.
Yes, absolutely. Well, this just goes to show that the US FDA is back at work, because the first inspection of 2019 has begun, and surprise, surprise, it's in fact a surprise inspection for Dr. Reddy's at the Vizag unit. It started yesterday as per my sources, and there are around 2 inspectors that have come. More than surprise, there's lack of intimation to the company that the US FDA is showing up, and that has actually become a very important trend to track, Prashant, that the US FDA inspectors are not giving any sort of prior notice to a lot of companies. That's probably to check, the quality of the drugs, or just to have a better sense in terms of the CGMP or the general manufacturing audit. But as of now, this is a formulation plant for Dr. Reddy's.
So has the audit started?
It's begun yesterday. It's a surprise audit. There are 2 inspectors. One of them is Justin Boyd, who's expected to have a very, very close, eye in terms of quality. That's what my sources have told me at this point in time. So obviously there is concern with any US FDA inspection that takes place. At this point, this is all we know. So it could probably be a PAI, which is a product-specific inspection, or it could be a CGMP, which is a general audit of the plant. But nonetheless, the fact that it's a surprise always raises some amount of concern. So that's on Dr. Reddy's formulation facility, so quite important in the larger scheme of things. I just want to clarify, this is not the Dovada facility, which already has a warning letter from the US FDA. This is in fact a separate formulation facility, which is in the same area.
Absolutely. So, I mean, the important point is the audit is already on, and the stock's actually taken a bit of a knock after we flashed that information, 2562. Sudarshan Sukani of S2 Analytics is joining us right now to take us through what he's making of things. Sudarshan, morning. 10-11 point cut. What's your sense?
Good morning again. See, my sense is that the markets are doing nothing. And in fact, they are pretty confusing. Last week, we had the markets come down, and then there was a buying on dips effort. Yesterday, we saw a sell on rallies, and today we are seeing nothing. So now we have to take a view not for today, but for the next few days. My view is that worldwide markets are cheerful, and all of them are looking at a January rally. And I think Indian charts, market charts suggest the same. So my view is stay long in the Nifty, stay long in the Nifty bank, ignore the volatility that is happening intraday, and look for next week, not this week. So this is a positional trade that should last for the next 5 to 7 days.
Okay, morning Sudarshan. So what would your stock recommendations be?
Well, because the large indices are confusing, although we are taking a long view, on a higher, that will go up, mid caps are the place to be today for the day trader, for the intraday trader. So starting with Oro Pharma, where a bull run continues, small dips are buying opportunities, so consider buying Oro Pharma. Similarly, consider buying Marico. Marico is outperforming the FMCG pack and is giving us a very nice trend. Same pattern, small consolidations, then breakouts on the upside. So these are 2 excellent mid caps to buy into. And the third is Engineers India, again a buying opportunity. A pretty attractive bullish head and shoulder is in place in Engineers India, suggesting that a significant uptrend is coming. Stay on the long side, don't have large expectations, let the markets do what they want.
And what about GRU and Bandhan, the stocks in focus on account of news?
Yes, it is. But now both of them have news to influence them. So I don't have an opinion on the charts. I have an opinion on HDFC, the housing finance company, which is behind this, which owns some of it. And that is that it's an extremely, this is a bullish chart, and we should be looking to buy it at every dip.
Okay, we have some questions from viewers coming in. So here we go. Sudarshan, coming your way. Mohit has 5,000 shares of Jayaprakash Associates. His cost is 7 rupees 50 paisa. He says that he can hold the shares for a period of 2 weeks. Wants to know the target and what should he do really with the stock.
Well, I really don't think you want to hold Jayaprakash Associates for any point of time. Now, if the gentleman is making money, I think he should simply get out. If he's not making money, then get out anyway. Don't, and this January is not the month for such, say, speculatives. It is going to be the month for blue chips. So I would say exit in any circumstance.
Okay, all right. Thanks very much, Sudarshan. We'll speak again. Appreciate you joining in with that commentary, trades and advice. Supreme Court refusing to stay NGT order to reopen Sterlite plant in Tamil Nadu. So that is information which is coming in. At this point, stock is spiking, and prima facie it does seem positive that the Supreme Court is not is not taking a different stand on the matter from what the NGT order really said. So this refers to the copper smelter in Tuticorin of Vedanta, which has of course been in news for all the wrong reasons now for the last year plus.